Hi guys, happy Friday. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a collaboration with my dear friend Donna over at Delightfully Southern. In just a few moments, I will introduce you to her and share a few clips from her channel. You guys will not be disappointed. I absolutely love her. She is so entertaining. You won't be bored. Let's just say that she will keep your attention span the whole way through her video. Trust me. Now, on to the intro. Ready to see her channel? All right, everyone, meet Donna with Delightfully Southern. She is a Southern girl at heart and loves to decorate her home through the seasons, just as I do. She does a lot of DIYs, hair, makeup, and cleaning videos, as well as vlogs and hauls. She also does a Chatty Car Ride segment, which is always fun, and a Cooking with Granny segment as well.
Really?
It's starting to come together. I'm starting to understand.
All right.
And here's another love of her life, Mr. Buster, who likes to make his appearance in and out of the videos on occasion. And also, one thing I love about Donna is she's not afraid to share her faith and love of God.
Let us not forget the true meaning of Christmas, and that is the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, Donna is so talented. I just love watching her style her home through the seasons. She's something else. And another thing I admire about Donna is her hair. I've shared this video before when I first came across her, but oh, if I could have hair like her, I would. I just love her hair, and I often refer back to this hair tutorial to see if I could get some body in my hair, but no such luck. But anyway, if you guys are looking for a good hairstyle, check her out. And here's her husband, and he is on her channel quite often, and they are as cute as they can be, and they do a lot of really good projects. He's a great helper, and he is also very talented as well. Now, when you watch these two together, it's guaranteed to make you smile and laugh. Trust me on that. They are hilarious. But anyway, check out Donna's channel. She's got something for everyone. I'm telling you, you're going to love her just as I do. After seeing the clips of Donna at work, I hope you all will take the time to go down to the description box after you watch my video and go check out Donna. Decorate her mantle for Christmas. Leave her a comment, subscribe, hit all notifications. She's fairly new to YouTube, but let's grow her channel. Let's send her off. All right, guys, are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready to get sparkly and a little messy. Ready to pull the sleeves up and let's get to work. Before we begin, I have to say that I personally feel that the mantle sets the tone for the entire room. And in this case, it's the family room. So your guess is as good as mine on how this is going to turn out. I've been having a mental block for weeks. I've been looking at Pinterest as of recent. I've been looking at Google Images, and nothing is coming to me. Nothing. It's like roadblock. Don't know why. I think it's because this is by far the biggest mantle I've ever had. And I'm like, what do I do with this? I've always wanted a big mantle to slap my decor on. And now that I have it, I'm like, what do I do? Where do I go with this? I told myself I was going to go minimal. I can't. I don't think I'm going to go that direction. I don't think it's possible. So I think I'm going to try to attempt to go big, bold, and beautiful. Let's do it. I bet you this is going to take me all day to film. I am very short. I'm only 5'2" and a half. I have to throw that in. And you can see I am shorter than the mantle. Okay, so I originally had two cute lamps up there. But as I started playing, I thought, that's not going to work, Liz. It's too busy. So I went, hubby. I called him. I said, we've got a problem. I need lighting. What do I do? And he said, let's get the lighting pucks. I said, what's the pucks? What do you mean? What is the puck? And he said, these are, I don't know if they're called pucks. That's just what he said. So I'll correct myself if I'm wrong in the description box, but these are daisy chained together. They plug into an electrical outlet. This is going to be transforming. Pay attention, because if you have the same decorating dilemma as me, these will transform your display. Lighting is an integral part of making something look so-so or amazing. You with me? Let's throw them up there. So I have an outlet right there. I'm going to tap into it with an extension cord and then plug in those daisy chain lights to it. We have light. So I got the lights plugged in, and I have 3. And I have 2 arched wall embellishments, 1 mirror. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So I want to have these uplighting all 3 of those. I'm going to call them architectural features, because that's what I think they look like. So I want 1 down here, 1 in the middle, and then 1 down here. Let's see if this works. Also, another bonus, this will light up the stone. Check it out. Also too, this one doesn't have a dimmer, but, or does it? I don't think so. It's just an on-off. This is why I love this house. I love the architectural details. Okay, so I want to show you guys these lights. They're actually very bright. I've got them positioned right where I need them because I want to put a mirror there, a wall gate there, a wall gate there. And that will set the stage for my display. But I think this will work out nicely. So I shared this window recently, and I talked my husband into letting me borrow one of them for the holidays. He said go for it. So yay, happy. He came through like a champ. I'm going to put this center stage. And that's how it looks so far. Next, I have 2 of these. I found these on Etsy. They're sort of like Gothic wood windows, I guess. I call them gates. They're like windows. I love the detail, and I am going to hang Christmas wreaths from each one. And you're going to laugh when I show you how I'm doing it. So here's the wreath I'm going to use. I got this ornament wreath at Walmart last year, and then I bought a pre-made bow and I tied it on there, and then I just kind of stuck this through the little ornament balls and weaved the ribbon through. So anyway, on the back is a hanger. This is like a little mug hook. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to wrap this around it like so. And then I'm going to hang it on this window like this. And it hangs just fine. That's a new tip. I'm going to place these without the wreath because I want to get them positioned right, and I don't want my wreaths to fall off. So once I do that, then I'll hang my wreaths and you'll see the look. Okay, so what I did was I put the mirror here, right? And then I took the Gothic window and I kind of slipped it behind the mirror and then angled it just slightly. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side with the other Gothic window, and then I'll hang the wreaths. My attempt is, if you will, for it to look like a window, the window being the mirror, and the little Gothic windows kind of angled being the shutters. So this is how it looks. Once again, mirror is in the center. These are slightly angled outward. And now we need to fill in with garland and lights and all that jazz. So let's get to it. So this is some garland I picked up at Walmart last year. I love it, but I hate it. I love it because it's pretty and it looks real to me. However, it's a little difficult to work with and maneuver. So I usually like garland that's a little bit more bendy, if you will. So I'm gonna have to be very careful because I don't want to knock down my mirrors and all that stuff. So as you can see right now, it's rather thin. It's really not doing it for me. But that's okay because I'm going to use this as my base. And then I'm going to add to it and make it look more realistic, like real pine. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. I've also rigged, I put a nail there and one over there so that I'd have something for this to adhere to so it's not going to come off the mantle. So as you can see, sparse, sparse, sparse. So we're going to add to it, but I think what I want to do is add 2 reindeer at the end that light up, and then we're going to go in and fill in with lights and Christmas picks and cheer it all up. So as you can see, I've got a glittery reindeer. I found this guy at Ross years ago. I tied a little, ribbon around his neck. He lights up. So I'm going to set 2 reindeer on each ends, plug them in, and let's see how it looks. So far, this is how it looks. Reindeer on each end, Gothic windows angled ever so slightly, mirror in the middle. Now, let's add some more greenery that looks more real to fill in and give it some oomph. And then we'll add lights. I can't remember where I got this garland, but this is the kind of garland I love to work with because it's very pliable and bendy. It's just so much more easy to work with. So I'm going to throw this in just to kind of make it look a little bit more full, and then we're going to add some more textural elements. Unfortunately, all I have is 1. So I am going to fill in the middle, and I've got 2 other garlands, completely different texture, I'll put on the ends. They're more drapey. Next, I'm going to go in with my favorite greenery from Hobby Lobby. Unfortunately, I don't have a name for it, but I do know it's $39.99 regular price. Always try to get it 50% off. But this is my favorite garland to work with. It's wispy, it's pretty, and it looks real. So much better already. It sort of lightens the palette. This is a good backdrop, and this sort of lightens and brightens. So I'm going to add another one over there and then fill in. I'm so sorry, you guys. My tripod broke and I can't get it up super high to do the usual show you what I'm doing. So anyway, that's how it looks right now. I think we need to add some lights, and then we're going to fill in with more picks. I have some twinkle lights here. I'm going to go plug those in. One side is done, and now I need to go do that side. And now we have twinkle lights. Now let's add ornaments. So I have this ornament garland. I think I got this on Amazon. If I can find it, I'll link it. If I can't find it, you won't see it. But I'm going to try to add 2 of these into that garland. See, it's subtle, but you can see little pops of red and green and gold. I think it works. we are looking good so far. I'm telling you, this has been such a challenge because I am so short. You don't even want to know, but I think it's looking cute. All right, so what I tried to do, or what I did do, is I put two Christmas topiaries up there in red and gold, and now I can fill in with some picks. I got these picks at the at-home store, and they're very pretty. They're gold and glittered, and I think they were $2.99 each. And so I got a little bag of them. And what I plan to do is bend them like this, and then kind of stick them in there and have them cascade off the mantle. Let's see if it works. Okay, so I have all of these. Again, I'm gonna bend them and stick them in strategically. At first I thought, oh girl, we're gonna pack those in like sardines, but I think I'm gonna use them sparingly and go from there. Guys, I've added in the gold leaves just kind of sporadically here and there. And now I wanna add maybe a couple ornaments here and there. Not too many, because wait till you see what I'm gonna put on the hearth. I have 3 of these big ornaments. I might do 1 in the center and then 2 somewhere, 1 on this side, 1 on that side, and then fill in from there. So I put 1 there, and then 1 here. Okay, like I said, I'm doing MacKenzie Childs inspired Christmas. And, you know, I want to make it a little different than I did last year, but I did find these picks. So let me show you what these are. I believe I got all of these at Hobby Lobby last year. I have several of these. These will add a little bling and a little pop of color. And this is like classic MacKenzie Childs inspired. And so I thought it might be fun to add a little bit up there. Sorry, you guys, my tripod. If you only knew how hard this was to film today. Anyway, we're gonna roll with it. Let's throw these up there. I like the black and white. I think it makes it all kind of pop. Now let's go in and add a little bit more bling. So I do have a bunch of like picks that I put in my mantle last year that are sort of on the whimsical side, and I don't know that I want to add those this year. I sort of want to keep it a little more elegant. So I did find these gold glitter leaves, and I thought maybe I could just go in and fill in on some of the bare spots. And then I think I'm going to be done, and then we're going to work on the hearth. So with these, I think I'm going to go underneath. Let's see. It has set. It is now around, I don't know, 7:30 Thursday evening. Husband is chopping wood. We're gonna put a fire in the fireplace, and I'm gonna finish off this hearth. So to finish it off, when I was at home this last week, look what I found, and I snatched 2 huge finials. Check them out. I saw these last year, and I admired them so much. So I know finials typically go, these typically go on either side of your front door. But if I'm honest with you, they're just too pretty to sit out there. I want to look at them. I want to look at them and admire them. And I think they're going to go very well with my mantle, because I've got a lot of red and gold and green. So when you see this all put together, I think you'll agree, hopefully. Now the next item I'm gonna show you, you guys are probably gonna sit back in your chair and go, good grief, girl, don't ruin the design. Don't ruin the look. But I have to tell you, I ordered these trees on Amazon. They literally came, it seemed like they came next day. They came so fast. And you know, I left them here on the hearth for a couple days, and I admired them. I liked them. I thought, you know what? I think we can work with those. So If you guys like them, I'll link them below. Now, when I show them to you, don't gasp, okay? Don't do it. Don't go, oh. Okay, hold on. And there you have it. The fireplace, the finials, the tinsel trees. Friends, that's going to wrap up this video for today. I thank you so much for hanging out with me and Donna as we decorated our mantles. Now come back and see me next week because I'm going to do a daytime look and I'm going to show you the family room with the Christmas pillows and I'll pan back and all of that. So stay tuned because this lighting right here is not doing it justice. You need to see it in the daytime hours with the lights on. It looks gorgeous. So anyway, have a fabulous weekend. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next week. Mwah. Oh, and be sure to go check out Donna's channel. Remember, Delightfully Southern, linked below in the description box. Tell her I sent you. Mwah. Bye.